Hi there, welcome back to another series of my class. This class will be looking at depreciation and inflation, but for questions, we'll be looking at basically those in depreciation only. We'll be looking at just this example, after which for our next video, we'll be looking at inflation example. Now, what do we say depreciation is? Depreciation is the loss in value of goods to wears and tears. That is, after a good has been purchased, and it's in the process of use, what happens? The particular good is said to have wear and tears. Why? Because it is being in use, but so that is relatively depreciation. Now, inflation in the other case is what is the rise in the value of money due to rise in prices or poor management of the economy. That's inflation. So when the government and the parastatals and the rest can't manage the economy well, things tend to what? Rise. Things tend to increase in that case then. Anyways, straight up, example 1, we have a car depreciates in value by about 25% of its value at the beginning of each year. That is, at the beginning of each year, the car depreciates in its value by 25%. Now, they now said if a car cost 5 million naira 2 years ago, find its value now to the nearest 1,000. Okay, very simple. The first one to do there is what we should bring out our parameters solution. And we have our principal for each year. The last 2 years, it was what? 5 million naira. Okay, so for the last 2 years, it was 5 million naira. That's the principal. So this is equals to the principal. Then we have our rate as what? 25%. And our time as 2 years, for the whole 2 years, 2 years ago. Now, since it depreciates in value, it means the price will reduce, that same year, that same 2 years ago, for the new price as at last year, that is 1 year ago. What do I mean? Now, first, we're going to be solving for 2 years ago. The price was what? 5 million naira. Since it depreciates in value by 25%, it means I'm going to get what? 25%. That's 25 over 100 of what? 5 million naira. Now, and on doing this, what happens? I'm going to have it as what? 1 over 4 times what? 5 million naira. On dividing, I'm going to have my answer to be what? To be 1,250,000. 1,250,000. Now, this is 25% of what? 5 million. Now, to get the amount for last year, I'm going to what? I'm going to subtract 1,250,000 from what? 5 million naira to get the amount, the new amount. So when we say a good depreciates in value, it means it loses, its value basically. So to get it mathematically is by what? Getting the percentage of the original price, then subtracting that amount from the original price. Now in percentage, it is 25%. In naira, it is what? 1,250,000 naira. And let's now get what? The new price. New price now becomes what? 5 million minus what? 1,250,000, leaving us with what? 3,750,000. Now that is the new price. Now for the last year, that's a year ago now. A year ago, this will be the the price of the car. If you have to buy it last year, this will be the price of the car. Now, since they said the car depreciates in value at the beginning of each year, it means for the beginning of last year, what happens? 25% of what? 3,750,000. now gives us what? Now we multiply, what are we going to get? We're going to get now 127,500. Now this is the discount, or this is the depreciation value of the car's price early last year. Now let's now subtract from last year's original price to get the new price for this year. Now it was 2 years ago. For the first year, which was the 2 years ago, we had to do the discount, then subtract. Second year, which is the first year now, we have to do the discount and what? Subtract. On subtracting, what I'm going to have? I'm going to have my new price as what? 3,750,000 minus 937,500. Leaving my answer to be what? Leaving my answer to be 2,800,000 and what? 12,500 naira. Now to convert it to the nearest thousand means I should use my place value, which is this. So converting that becomes 2,813,000.